Hello, I'm JoDee and welcome to the vlog. Okay, so I decided to start doing a vlog and creating more videos that don't have to do with thrifting because yes, I do more than just thrifting. So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see what I do when I'm not thrifting, but also, you know, it kind of has to do with thrifting and slow fashion. I have a lot of hobbies. I really enjoy relaxing more than anything. So I tend to do these things when I'm not actually thrifting. I struggle with creating videos that have to do with my more creative side because those don't do as well as the thrifting videos do, which kind of stresses me out. So I tend to go back to the thrifting videos. But frankly, you know, when you buy too much, that's just contributing to the problem, right? So what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna try to incorporate some of the more creative side videos along with the thrifting videos. Don't worry, that content's not going anywhere. But I figured like the vlog could be a fun place for us to just chat about what's going on in life, talk about some crafts that I'm doing, share little bits and pieces of my life with you. So that's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna actually be hard too though, because I'm not used to just kind of chit-chatting with you. I'm kind of used to showing and telling. So this is a little different for me. So, you know, bear with me. Here's an example of something that I thrifted and then I thrift flipped. I'm pretty sure I've shown you this in a separate video where I took this thrifted blanket and I turned it into a sweater. And a couple of you have said that you want to learn how to do that. I'm on the lookout for a granny square blanket that I can use to turn into another sweater to show you how to do it. So we'll do a little tutorial on that as soon as I find like the perfect Afghan. And this one was just great. I actually got it on Facebook Marketplace and I think I got it for, well, I know I got it for under $20, maybe $15. And then I turned it into this sweater. And I get so many compliments when I wear it. It is really cute. I will say though, if you look up close, like this blanket is a little bit more used than I would have wanted it to be. So I don't turn to it very much because of that. And it's a little itchier than I like. This is a great example of something that I do when I'm not on camera. I'll do a little thrift flip or I do a lot of fiber arts. And that leads me to my next item that I'm working on that I wanted to show you. I got this yarn. It's called, I don't want to mess up the inside of the thing, but it's by Lola Bear Yarn Company. I'll show you the tag just in case you are a crocheter or knitter because this was really fun to work with. It still is fun to work with. It's by Lola Bear Yarn Company. It's 100% superwash merino wool. The color is called Leave Voter Suppression Behind. And basically the concept of this yarn was half of the proceeds was donated to Rock the Vote. And so I got this maybe a month before the 2024 election. And the goal was to like create a sweater and wear it on election day and feel all fancy. I got really excited. I started it and then I kind of put it down because it's a lot of work to knit and it's a lot of time. It's a lot of commitment. So I kind of got, you know, just burned out on it. And I didn't touch it for several months, but now I'm back at it. And this is my progress so far. Oops, hold on. This is the back. There you go. That's the front. Look at that pattern. Isn't that pretty? Like, look at that fiber. It's so pretty. I love this is hand-dyed wool. So she did this herself. And I think she did such a great job on the dyeing. It's just really so interesting. I wish I could tell you the pattern. I have no clue. It was months ago that I started it and I got it down to like right before I was going to start, like I was still working on the increases right here when I stopped working on it. And I didn't leave the pattern with it, so I have no clue. So I just kept on doing the increases until I felt like it was big enough and then I connected it under the armpits. So this is the arm, you can't really tell, but this is the arm. I connected it under the armpits and I've been working on it. I actually took this with me to my Panama vacation and I started working on it again. It was the only project I brought with me, so I was able to really focus on it. I got like 3 rows into creating the armpit under the armpit and I realized that I had not done any increases for the armpit underneath the armpit. So basically it would have been like this It would have been like really tight. So I had to go back 3 whole rows around the sweater, create that. But then, I mean, within a week, look, I got that much done. I got a lot of knitting done, and I thought that was really fun, and I was so proud of myself, and it's motivated me to keep going on it. This is like the longest part, and then they say the arms are like Arm Island, which, by the way, I'll have to find the pattern or figure out what pattern I was using in order to finish this, because I'm sure the arms are like tapered. I don't know, we'll see, but hopefully I could wear this in the fall. My next project that I am working on, and I've made quite a bit of progress with it, is this bag. It's like a little, you know, like market bag. And what I love about this is this, I actually thrifted a bunch of handles at an estate sale for a great price. I think I got like maybe 15 or 20 of them for like 10 bucks. I don't even know. I might even have more and it was cheaper. I can't remember. But look at these handles. These are all vintage handles. How cute is that? So I thrifted that. And then I wanted to make a bag for Panama. Okay, so this is me, you know, 2 days before Panama. I should make my bag. I should make a bag to carry. You know, okay, whatever. I didn't do it. I did get very far, actually. But then as soon as I had to start attaching right here, that's where it kind of went awry. There is no pattern to this. I actually made this up. I crocheted this. This is crochet. And the cotton is K&C cotton from Joann, which sadly Joann's going out of business. It would have been perfect for my trip to Panama, but I still need to attach the second side of the bag. I have been painstakingly trying to do the second side and just get her done. Oh gosh, it's taking forever just to loop it around, and just get all of this attached to here. And then once this is attached to here, I need to weave in all of these ends that you see right here on the bottom part. And then I'm going to sew a liner. And if that project wasn't enough, last night I started another project. I can't control myself. Okay, really want to do some kind of rainbow design. I just want, you know, it's springtime. I'm starting to feel the vibes of sunny days, even though it's pretty cloudy out today. I am starting to feel the vibes of sun, and I really want to do something that's cute and vibrant and rainbow. And I've seen this Big Twist. It's 100% acrylic, Big Twist Living. This is the Joann brand. So girl, stock up on it now if this is something that you like. I will say this Big Twist Living is ever so softer than their regular Big Twist. Actually really like it and wish they had it in a million colors and would stock up, but I shouldn't, and I'm not going to, but I would probably want to. And I just wanted to make something fun and rainbowy and just share the joy of the sun coming out again. And this is the beginning of what will be called, let's see, yeah, this is the neck, the Freya cardigan by Vanessa Fong. And I think she uses cotton for hers, but I don't care. I just think it's so cute. I just love the color. It's made with a shell stitch, so it's definitely eating up yarn really quick. I hope I have enough, but you can make it as long as you want. You don't have to make it really long like a duster, and you can make it short sleeves. I want to make it kind of long sleeves, but I don't know if I can do that. I started working on this just last night. So basically this is the collar, the start of the collar. You work it going down. It's like a raglan style, but it's with shell stitch. I'm trying to just find ways to calm my system down, relax. There's so much fun in crafting, and that's a great way for me to wind down my night. But I would love to know what you do to wind down. Let me know if you like this vlog, if you like just, you know, chit-chatting with me, and we can, you know, think about what's going on in life together, talk about crafts, and talk about what's going on in our lives. Having just gotten back from Panama, I am definitely feeling ready for summer here in upstate New York. It's been beautiful the past couple of days. Everybody's like, oh, did you bring back great weather? And I had really thought I did, but let me tell you, they always call it the fake spring because we always get a snowstorm between now and April. So we're probably not in the clear just yet, which makes me kind of sad. Maybe we are. Let's hold hold their fingers crossed and say a prayer, look for the leprechaun under the rainbow, whatever. Just do whatever. Just like help get spring here and keep it here because I am ready for it. Like I said, let me know. Tell me what you think below. I'd love to do more of these chit chat vlogs with you and just have some fun. And until next time, I'll see you later. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe, please, if you'd like to see more content from me. I'll see you later. Bye.